Hey guys, bit of a random video for you today. I'd gotten recently back into Pokemans. Uh, and by that I mean Pokemon. And, you know, I think I'm a 90s kid, so it's kind of a rule, but recently I got back into it, and I'd been watching some videos on YouTube, and I remembered that, back in my day, not really, I used to be really into collecting Pokemon cards. There was a period as a kid, probably between, I'd say I was 7 and 10. I was collecting a lot of Pokemon cards, and I stored all of the ones that I really thought were worth it in this lovely little book here, that I and now decided to share with you. If you're not into Pokemon cards, maybe this won't be interesting to you. But I thought, I'd share a bit of my history with you, in a way. Just to take a trip down memory lane. Just a random video. So, this isn't my entire collection, obviously. I actually have a bunch of huge stacks of Pokemon cards in my closet, which I have no intention of pulling out because a lot of them are really old and they're in big stacks, and I really should organize them properly. There's also, these aren't my only rares. I do have another binder. It's like a little folder. It's like a collectible folder, but I need to find it. I don't know where the hell it went. It's probably also in my closet. There's a lot of stuff in my closet. But anyway, now that I've finally situated this in a position where it's not glaring horribly, because trust me, if you could see it before, it was like the sun. Let's take a look at this. This little binder of mine. Alright, page 1 we have, this is a Holo Blastoise, not first edition, because I'm a failure. I remember, actually, Blastoise was one of my favorite Pokemon ever. Squirtle was always my starter, and I remember actually back then debating in my mind because my one friend, he was not a friend. He was my mortal nemesis. Anyway, but this one guy, a kid I went to school with, would always brag about it because he had a Charizard. And he was always, like, Charizard's the best. And I remember always debating it in my head. Could a Blastoise beat a Charizard in a fight, like in the card game? Because, card stats are different than the game stats. Obviously, in the game, Blastoise would win. But in the card game, it was a little bit different. Knowing what I know now about the rules back then, I think he would have most of the time, but not all the time. It really would be up in the air in terms of energies. Really, it would be up to your energy draws. If the Charizard player had really good energy draws, the Charizard player would basically win every time. But I could have won with this. Actually, Charizard is one rare card that I don't have. I had a Holo Charizard, and it was basically stolen from me. It wasn't like outright stolen, not like that. I mean, it really might as well have been. It's a long story. It's a really depressing tale, and it's the one I don't really feel like going into. Basically, it's the one card that I had and I lost. That's the short way to put it. But this is not supposed to be a depressing video. Moving on. This is actually I'm gonna zoom that in a little bit for you. That's about as close as you're gonna get. If you can't tell. This is a Japanese. This is actually a Holo Steel Energy, which at the time was new, as far as I know. It was weird to me. That's why it ended up in the book, because I saw it and I'm like, what the hell is that? I don't think Steel Energy even existed in the U.S. when I originally got this card, because my dad had a habit of being online and importing a lot of Pokemon cards for me because he was like the greatest dad in the universe. But that's actually how I got this, from one of his imported packs. So I actually had this before a lot of any of my friends. So that was really cool. And the fact that it was a holographic energy, which I'd never seen before, was even more was even cooler. We have a holographic Clefable, nothing special there, and a holographic Japanese Dragonite down there. Move that up a little bit. Next page. Okay, it's not glaring up as bad as I thought it was at first. Alright, we have a Holo Clefairy, Holo Kangaskhan. Most of these are Holos, because back then I was like, Holo means it's awesome, Holo. Whereas, that's not exactly true. Holo makes it a little bit rarer, but not really. There's more factors into making a card really rare. This is a Rainbow Energy, and back then, again, never seen it before. I'd never seen it, and I actually haven't seen one since. I'm not sure how rare this card was, but back then I thought it was really cool, and none of my other friends had one. So it went in the book, I guess. It's also first edition. You probably can't see that very well, but it is. So I'm sure that does add to the value a little bit. It's not hollow. No, it's not. So, but still interesting. Hollow Wigglytuff, hollow Pidgeot, hollow Poliwrath, hollow Snorlax. You are hollow. I couldn't tell at first. Hollow Dark Gyarados pre-release. I really like that card. I remember when the Dark Pokemon came out. It was really cool to see the next editions and stuff. Alright, next page we have a dog shaking the bed. Stop scratching. You done yet? Apparently not. Okay, she jumped down. Okay, good girl. Anyway, this one, you know, I'm not even sure if this is real, actually, looking at it now, because it looks really weird and way different from literally every other card in the entire book. I'm going to give you guys a closer look at that. The hollow is like goldish. It's Japanese, but I'm not sure whether this card is real, just because it looks completely different from literally every other card in the book. It might be a fake card. I have gotten those before, so... again, this is a book I made when I was a kid, so I didn't really know better. But if anyone knows, by all means do share. Hollow Misty's Tentacruel. Hollow Japanese. Ooh. Articuno. Couldn't remember the name at first. This one's interesting. I'm actually going to take that out, because I want to give you a close-up to prove it. This is actually not American or Japanese. This is German. First edition holographic Poliwrath. Dog, get the hell out of here. I'm going to throw you out again. Don't know how really rare that is. It probably isn't, especially in Germany. But at the time, my dad liked to import stuff again, like I said, and it was cool to have, because again, none of my other friends had one. Funny story though. My dad actually shared some of his... So he actually let me and my friend pick some from some of the German imported booster packs he got. I got this. My friend got a German Charizard. I was so angry that he picked that pack, but it was, you know, no big deal. I wasn't, you know, I didn't hold a grudge or anything. I just thought that was interesting to know. Charizard seems to elude me. Now I'm getting depressed again. Moving on! We have a Japanese holographic Golduck. I always liked Golduck. Oh, it was cool. Cool Pokemon. Holographic Misty Seadra pre-release. Pretty cool. Vaporeon holographic. Holographic Gyarados. I remember this page. I made a Pikachu page for some reason. I don't know why. I guess I thought it was a cool thing to do. Dog! Sorry. There's like no other flat surface in my room other than my bed. My dog won't sit still. Bad, Maggie. Bad. I was talking about you. Alright, but I'm not sure. I don't think, like, hardly any of these are that rare. There are a few promos on here, in fairness. So we'll just, I'll go through. We have Lieutenant Surge's Pikachu, probably not rare. Another Lieutenant Surge's Pikachu. I don't think that one's rare either. Another Pikachu. This one's a promo. That might be something. This one's also a promo, and I remember there was like an hour of trying to get my one friend to trade this card to me because I wanted it. It's like the 3D toy Pikachu thing. I'm not sure how rare that is, but there it is. Promo. Another promo. This was for the first movie. Probably not that rare because it was like the first movie had a ton of merchandise and promos, so they probably made a lot. Japanese Pikachu, probably not that uncommon, and the regular old Pikachu. Nothing interesting. I just liked Pikachu back then. Keeping with the electric thing, except Gengar for some reason. Can't really see him up there, can you? But he's there. We have a holographic Japanese Jolteon. We have holographic Japanese Lieutenant Surge's Raichu. Holographic Japanese Zapdos. Holographic Zapdos. Holographic Gengar. Holographic American Jolteon. Holographic Japanese Pichu. Holographic Magneton. Nothing too special on that page. Oh, here we go. These are the ones I really wanted to show off because I really have never seen them ever again. My dad got them for me. But we'll talk about the stuff over here before we get into this. We have Dark Magneton holographic, Raichu holographic, and Raichu holographic. Okay, these over here. You see how they're reverse holos? Okay, these are very interesting because they were. My dad bought these, imported them from Japan again because he was really into that. And these are I think they were called the Lost Island set. And I have never, ever seen these ever again. Granted, I haven't really looked, so I'm sure they could be there. But I'd never seen reverse holos before then, and I'd never seen cards looking this unique. As you can see on the next page, I also have the other pieces of the set up to here. These are all part of the set. Whether or not these are that rare, I don't know. In fact, I'm willing to bet they're not, knowing my luck. But they're probably one of the most... I think they're one of the best parts of my collection because I really think they're unique cards. I haven't seen anyone else that has them, at least not in this country. You know, but again, I don't know much about them, so they could be more. They could be you know common as dirt. I mean, they could be. I could have nothing here, but I think they are definitely cool looking cards. The artwork alone is definitely unique. So, you know, I like them. I like them. That's all that matters. Moving on, we have a holographic Kabutops Japanese. We have holographic Japanese Aerodactyl. Holographic first edition Machamp, and really, did anyone not have that card? Because that's what you get as part of the starter set originally. You got a first edition holographic Machamp. Every single starter deck, the very first ones that came out had that card, first edition. So, if you didn't have that, you didn't buy a starter deck, like I did. Holographic first edition Dark Dugtrio. I quite like that card. Holographic Lapras. Holographic Ninetales. Holographic Entei promo card. This was for the third movie, I believe. Holographic Moltres. Holographic Blaine's Moltres, which I understand is basically one of the most worthless cards in terms of actually playing the game, but hey, holographic, fuck you. I don't actually know what sets. The only set symbol I recognize is fossil, like the Moltres is a fossil set. I recognize that, but and the rocket set, I recognize those symbols, but I don't recognize much of the symbols. Again, I wasn't into it enough. I was more interested in collecting shiny stuff. So yeah, holographic Japanese Pinsor, holographic promo Eevee. Not sure how rare that is. I'm not even sure where I got that actually. That's interesting. Dog, stop shaking the bed. Oh, sorry. Holographic Clefairy. I think I have two of those in here, but there you go. Holographic Japanese Scyther. Are you hollow? You're not hollow. Then why the hell are you in here? I have this Meryl card. I don't know why it's in here. I'm not sure whether I liked it or whether it was, you know, unique at the time or something. It's not. I'm not even sure what that symbol means. It's like 2 stars. If you know what that means, by all means, share. Holographic Vileplume. This one's a promo. This Meryl, so that might be something. I don't know whether it is, but who cares? Holographic Japanese. What the hell is this Pokemon called? I don't even remember. Hecarex or something like that? I don't know. This Pokemon came out about the time that I stopped watching the show and playing the games for a period, and then I got back into it later. So this Pokemon's in that middle period where I'm like, what the fuck was going on? So sorry. Holographic Chansey, holographic Mr. Mime, holographic Dark Arbok, holographic Japanese. Wait, I don't think you're Japanese. I think you're Chinese. I remember you. Venusaur, yeah, I think this one is Chinese. I don't know whether it matters, but I don't think these are. I could be wrong. This could just be a Japanese card, but I think this is Chinese. Not that I can tell the characters apart, but you know, from what I remember. But I could be wrong. My memory's kind of fuzzy. Holographic, I have no idea what the hell that Pokemon is. It's just hollow. Holographic, that thing, Blossom. I know that one. Holographic Venomoth, holographic Nidoking. Alright, first edition holographic Dark Hypno from the Rocket set. First edition holographic Dark Slowbo from the Rocket set. Ooh. Holographic Nidoqueen. Why the hell is a non-holo Japanese Gloom here? Maybe it's Chinese. I don't know. I don't know why it's in here. Ancient Mew, which is, while it is said to be a rare card, it's really not. So it's in here because it looks cool. Holographic Mewtwo. Holographic, probably Japanese, Alakazam. Holographic Hitmonlee. I have 2 Ancient Mews, and I still to this day have no idea how I got 2 Ancient Mews. Also, there's more than one card in here. Is there? No. No, okay, yeah. I don't know how I got 2 Ancient Mews. I have another one. I don't remember where I got it. I don't know why I have it, but it's there. Got a Holographic Magnemite. Oh, the glare's happening again, sorry about that. Got a reverse Vileplume, I think it's Japanese. Holographic Meowth promo. That might be something. Woohoo. Holographic Mew promo. Ooh. Arcanine promo, Mewtwo promo. I remember a few people had these cards, so I don't think they're that rare. Promo for the first movie Mewtwo. There we go. And last page we have Holographic Ninetales, Holographic Flareon, Reverse Starly, and a random Japanese Ponyta. Because go random Japanese Ponyta. So there you go. That's what I have in my special Pokemon card book. Probably not much in there that's really interesting or that rare, but I wanted to share it because I just got back into Pokemon, and I felt like making a video, and my next review isn't fucking done yet, and I don't feel like recording it right now, so that's what you're getting. Fun times.